Alright, in this video we're going to start the HTML for our restaurant newsletter. So I'm going to go into index.html. Alright, so let's go ahead and add our doc type. And our main tags. Okay, so for this we'll say restaurant newsletter. Okay, so let's go ahead and link the style sheet. And remember, we want to link the style.css. You never want to link a less file. Okay, so in the body, basically we'll have a container. It's a newsletter template, so the container is going to be kind of thin. I think we'll do about 700 pixels or so. Alright, so the first thing we have in the container, let's take a look. Okay, so this is the container, the whole layout here, the wrapper. And the first thing we have in it is a navigation. Okay, so let's go ahead and add that. I'm going to use the nav tag. And then inside of that, I'm going to put an unordered list. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this twice. First one is going to be a link to the website's homepage, products page, and the blog. Okay, so that's our navigation. Under that, we have a header, okay, which holds the logo. So let's go ahead and create a header tag. Alright, and all we're going to have in the header is the logo. Oh, sorry about that. Logo.png, and we'll put an alt here as well. Alright, so there's our header. Next, we're going to have a showcase area for that big image. So div class equals showcase. Okay, and then in there we'll have our image. Okay, and we'll give that an alt as well. I don't know, we'll just say showcase. I don't know what else to put. Alright. Okay, so navigation, header, showcase. Now we're going to get into the content area. So I'm going to wrap everything in a class called content. Alright, and the first thing we have is, let's take a look. So after the showcase, the first thing we have is a an h1 tag. Alright, and I'm going to give this h1 a class of page header. Alright, so basically I just want to pretty much just add a border to it. So next we'll have our paragraph, and I'm just going to copy some dummy text, paste it in. Alright, and then that's it for the I guess the welcome text. Okay, so next we have the specials. Let's put a little comment in here. and we'll say div class specials. Alright, and we're going to have an H2, and I'm going to give this a class. I'm going to give it a class of heading primary. Wait a minute. Yeah, we'll say this month's specials. Okay, so basically that's this H2 right here, and it's got a header primary, a heading primary, because basically this template's going to have a primary color, which is going to be this orange, and then a secondary color, which will be this brown in the background. All right, and we're gonna add those as variables in our less file. All right, so we'll get to that. So under the H2, we're just gonna have an unordered list. Okay, and in the list, we're gonna have an image. food1.png. Alright, so we'll have an image and then an H4. Let me just grab some text. Okay, and then we'll have a short paragraph, which will be kind of a description. Alright, and then we just want to read more link, which would probably link back to their website. Alright, so that's it for the list item. So let's just copy this, and we want two more, and I'm just going to change the image name. Alright, so that takes care of that. Now we're going to have these list items are going to float to the left. So underneath all this, after the, where should I put this? After the ending div tag for the specials, I'm going to throw in a class here called clearfix, so it'll clear those floats. Alright, and then we'll start the new items. So we want a div with the class of new items. Alright, and this is also going to be an unordered list. But before we do that, we need our H2. So let me just grab this. Okay, so this one is going to be heading secondary. And we're going to change this to new menu items. Okay, now we can add the unordered list. Alright, so let's take a look at the final template. So this is the list. These are the list items. We have 3 of them. And we have an image, which is going to be float. It's going to float to the left, and then the text will go to the right. So I'm going to create 2 divs inside each list item called item left and item right. So this will be item left. Okay, and then we'll do div class item right. Alright, and the item left is just going to have the image. So I want to say image src img slash food4.png. Alright, and then the item right, I'm just going to paste this in real quick. Okay, so we have an H4 tag, a paragraph, and a link. So pretty much the same thing, actually the exact same thing that we have up here for the what is this? The specials. I'm just going to throw a comment here. Alright, so let's go ahead and copy the whole list item, and we want 3 of these as well. Alright, now since we're going to be floating these divs inside the list item, after each list item I'm going to throw in a class of clearfix. So we'll do it here and then at the end here. Alright, and I just want to change the name of the image. So that'll be 5, this will be 6. Alright, so that does it for the new items. Now the last thing we need to add here is the footer. Alright, so we're going to go down. Let's see, I want to stay in the container. So I want to go right here. Footer. I'm just going to do a simple copyright. Put a little copy sign in there. Alright, so let's save this, take a look at it. Alright, so here it is. Looks extremely ugly because we don't have any CSS, but these images should be showing. I'm not sure why they're not. We got image / food for. Why is that not showing? Oh, I made them all PNG. They should be JPEG, so we need to change these. I don't know why I did that. Alright, there we go. Okay, so the HTML is done. It's pretty clean. So in the next video, we'll start the CSS.